This year, my goal was to read 100 books. Now, I want these to be 100 books that I have never read before. However, I do have a couple of favorites that I am going to read again. And in fact, so far I've read two this year. One is one that I've never read before, and the second one is one that I have read before. So the first book was Lula Dean's Little Library of Banned Books by Kirsten Miller. And my friend Caitlin recommended the book to me, so thank you, Caitlin. And overall, I thought it was a good book. It has an interesting take on the what's the word I'm looking for? Um, on the topic of and the discussion of banning books and books that people are seeing as inappropriate for children or teens or even adults, and how trying to ban these books ultimately changes the town for good, but not because they're banned, obviously. They are not, they end up not being banned. Spoiler alert, sorry. Um, and ultimately, the town does change for good because of these books, even though they were trying to ban them because they were seen as inappropriate when they're really not. And ultimately, it also comes down to free choice, choosing the books that you feel are right for you or right for your kids, and just being mindful of how books shape the world. So it was good. It was good. However, I did not enjoy the fact that there were so many characters. And it's not that I didn't enjoy that there were so many characters, it was more because I had to keep putting the book down and picking it up because I had to go to work or other things. So it wasn't a one day read for me. So I kept getting lost in, wait, who is this character again? How are they related to this person? What's the relationship? And I was just getting a little confused. So I think it would have been more beneficial to me in realizing that there was going to be so many characters that I would just write a list of, hey, this is the character, this is their job, or this is how they're related to this person, or the two. And that's the other thing. It didn't feel like, I mean, there were two kind of main characters that were the ones that were leading. One was Lula Dean, who was banning the books, and then Beverly Underwood, I think was the name, who was trying to not ban the books, and they were both running for mayor. So I guess they were considered the main character, but each chapter really focused on a different set of characters. So it was really hard for me to say, hey, this is the main person, this is a side character. Anyway, overall, did think it was good though. Would recommend it. The second book that I read was a reread of Forever Covert from Kathleen Brooks. Her new novel comes out, I believe, January 17th, and she had gone on her Facebook page and suggested that we reread some of the prior books in the series and a trilogy, the Web of the Light trilogy. So I've been going back and rereading those. So I reread Forever Covert, which is Kale Muiz's story, who is the son of Ahmed Muiz and Bridget Muiz. They are main characters. They had their own book in the original Bluegrass Brothers series, and I really enjoyed their book. So I got to read their son's book. He is a millionaire, I guess he's a millionaire in the tech sphere, but he is also a military person as well. And he's really come into his own, and he is now able to find his love of his life in Delaney Warner, who is also equally a tech genius and also a military person as well, who has fought very hard for where she is in life. So it was a very good story. It also focused on the figuring out who the Panther is, who is this villainous character that has been peeking up and coming through in different books throughout the series. So it was very nice to kind of finish out that arc of that story. And now we have another villain who is gone from the world. I guess I should be saying spoiler alert, but this one has been out for a little bit. If you have not checked out Kathleen's books, they are awesome. I love them, and I'm very excited to see her next one and read it. So now I will be rereading the Web of Lies trilogy to prepare. That was one of the, as I said, it was one of the books that she had suggested to reread. So I will be doing that. And then the other book, the book that I'm going to focus on, that's, the new book to me, is The Lost Bookshop by, give me a second, Evie Woods. It is focusing on 3 people who are trying to go from side characters in their lives to the main characters of their lives through this, what seems like a magical bookshop. So I'm very interested to see how they do that. And also, this will be the first book that I will be attempting to annotate. I've never annotated a book before, so I'm really excited to go on that journey as well. So, great start to 2025.